Back in 2006, Governor Schwarzenegger signed into law the California Global Warming Solutions Act, which set forth a cap-and-trade program for the state of California. Large emitters get a certain number of permits to meet that state cap on emissions. They can either use those permits to meet the cap, or they can sell them or trade them to other entities. And when you're selling and trading the permits, you actually generate revenue in that auction. And that revenue is supposed to be about $1 billion a year for the state of California. We're particularly excited because when you have a cap and trade program, you generate auction revenue through the sale and trading of revenue. And with this auction revenue, we found that we actually could generate about $1 billion a year for California. And that $1 billion can go towards clean tech investments. It can go towards new energy projects, energy efficiency. We might be able to set up a state green bank. There's a whole host of opportunities for how to use this money. And the only requirement is that it's towards the goals of AB 32, towards the goals of the cap and trade program. So we can fund this money on anything that reduces greenhouse gas emissions. And of course, clean tech is the first opportunity there to use that money. Obviously, when you have $1 billion at stake with no clear definition on how it will be spent yet, there's a lot of interest groups vying for that money. We know that the state is open to looking at options, and it's nice that there is the restriction it must be spent towards greenhouse gas reduction. It's enough money, I think, that there will be multiple programs that are developed, some that help clean energy, some that advance energy efficiency, some that help with natural resources and adaptation strategies. But we still have a lot of work to do to see those programs set up. I would like to see the federal government move towards developing a national renewable portfolio standard, move towards putting a price on carbon, and continue investments in research and development, particularly around ARPA-E and the DOE programs. I think that these things together will really help advance clean energy and clean technologies and create a new business opportunity and new markets for these companies to work together. We need that price on carbon at the national level to create a larger market, to create price certainty, and to help advance some of the new technologies, create that demand really for clean energy. Renewable portfolio standard would be awesome at the national level. 29 states currently have a renewable portfolio standard, but those remaining 21 states aren't making any effort whatsoever. We would like to see that move forward. If the national government were to say that all states need to get a percentage of their electricity from renewable sources, we'd immediately see an increased demand in clean energy, particularly around solar and wind. So if I were in DC, those are the things that I would do.